11 years ago, but still a gem. Today, Today, I'll be hosting Eric Gitonga, who has been in the industry for more than 16 years, and I want him to tell us what are the changes that have happened in our industry and how we can make it better by having a walkthrough of this tour. And I believe you have seen other properties on my channel, and please tell us what you think. Yes. And I think, Eric, what is the instant difference that you notice when you step into this house?
So yes, Isaac, actually it's 18 years. Oh my God. 18 years. I've been in the industry long enough to see a lot of changes. You see such a property, this ceiling is 3 meters. There are not many 3-meter modern apartments today. So there's such small changes I notice that there in the properties a long time ago as compared to this one. Another thing is space.
Okay.
The space is well thought out. So there's space and there's layout. So right now we have a lot of smaller apartments, and they don't feel spacious, or at least the layout doesn't feel as nice. It's almost copy and paste kind of designs that are going on. Yeah, I appreciate architects now are trying to adjust, but years ago, the architects would love to sit and design. Right now, it feels like architects are copying, pasting, and just adjusting.
AI.
It's like now you have AI. It feels like you're duplicating the same thing. Okay. So I think those are some of the things I can say I notice about the changes. In this property, I don't know if you notice at the corridor, the conduits, the doors are wooden, hardwood.
Yeah, hardwood.
Hardwood, imagine. Yeah, good quality. Now, of course, people are doing mabati, aluminium. So there's a difference in the quality. And we'll take our tour and just walk around and show our viewers the difference, right?
Yeah. So I think for me, what I noticed in this living room and the dining area as well as the kitchen is that the unit is very well lit with natural lights, because I think we have used warm lights and everything is still very visible.
And it's a cold day. The cloud cover has covered the sun completely.
Yeah,
but you can imagine how much light we're experiencing.
This is awesome, I think. Yeah. And what do you think is the way forward for us as realtors? Because you see, these modern apartments, it is very hard to resell a unit because it is like we are creating a concrete jungle whereby all the units, when done and sold out in the next 1-2 years, you'll not have even enough light to see the unit.
Okay. I think what I can advise the realtors, we need to be the voice of the industry. You and I belong to a group, Estate Agents Networking Group, where we are doing our best to influence how the industry, the real estate industry looks like. And one of the things we are advocating for is not to build beacon to beacon, to leave some space like this building. there is a ample space. I think there is about, is it 3 or 4 meters and then 6 meters on the other building. There will never be obstruction for the rest of the lifespan of this building. And then you have views all the way that you will enjoy for the rest of your life. We can see maybe 1 or 2 plots that might have, people might decide to demolish and build, but they have a lot of space and a lot of light, right?
Yeah. You can see the expressway, you can see all the way to Kilimani from here.
Yes.
And I think this is awesome given the building has been there for more than 11 years.
Yes.
So,
oh, come and show you. There's a conduit here. I forgot. You see, this is what the kind of quality
these people
they did at that time. Yeah. And the safety of the balcony. You know, sometimes some of them, I don't think they consider the children. I have small children. So when I visit a place where this is not raised enough, it concerns me. And so we have to consider that.
Yeah. Sometimes you only find glass.
Yes.
That is not even reinforced.
Yes.
Unashika hivi unaona umeenda Zayuni.
And that's important. We have to consider the safety of the small children.
True.
For example, some parents have hyper children. I have friends who have children, maybe they have a condition and they're hyper. When you have such children, you have to be careful. The parents have to be careful about the kind of apartments they go to. So it's important to consider those kind of children.
Yes, that's why we are fighting for a better city. Yeah. Please make sure you watch this video so that you can give this recommendation to the relevant authorities. Let us look at the kitchen. Yes. Remember, this is 11 years ago. What do you think about the countertops and the entire kitchen layout?
Practical countertop, in my opinion. And the layout of the kitchen allows you to work properly. The cabinets are good. Yeah. We have this in the modern apartments, the hob and the hood, and we have that. And you can fit a sizable fridge. So it's a nice open plan kitchen, if I was asked, with a good pantry. So here the owner has put a new an addition. I like it. It's a very solid hardwood island, but it's movable. Yeah. So I don't know whether they can leave this behind, but this is something one ought to consider. But the kitchen is fantastic.
Yeah.
And then the laundry area is sizable. And it's not a square or rectangle laundry area. It's just that it has items, but we can show our viewers the kind of thing the architects had in mind, a different kind of design. I think it's important we show them.
Another thing I think about this kitchen is how well it is. In modern days, the kitchen is meant to be functional when all the lights are on. But here, even with lights out, you can still cook during the day, and you can enjoy even a meal on the island. Let us look at the laundry area.
So there are a bit of stuff, but I think I wanted to show them that it's not just a rectangle. It's not just a box, but there is thought into the laundry area, and of course, because of the clothes, you may not be able to view properly, but it's well lit and well designed.
Doing your laundry, and ironing, without clothes over there.
Yes. So I agree, Isaac. The kitchen light is good.
Yeah, the kitchen
is good. Well. Is good. Okay, so can we show them the bedrooms?
Yeah, we can show.
Okay.
Work with us, and also note on the quality of workmanship.
Yes.
I think for 11 years, you would have replaced
several tiles.
Tiles. Yeah. But this is the original floor.
Yes.
that was placed here 11 years ago.
And the original counter.
The original counter or worktops.
Yes.
And I think this is awesome.
Yeah.
Huh? Also, the owner of the place likes good quality stuff. Look at the artworks.
The quality of the door. In fact, I'm even wondering, is this flash? Is this flash or is it solid?
This is
I can't even tell.
looks like a solid door
It's a
because
solid door. So we usually have what we call flash doors. And those flash doors, if you have flash doors in your home, after some time they swell, they chip. This one is solid as it was before. Okay?
yeah.
So I think you can check out this on this side.
Look at the second bedroom. Tell me what you think about the storage and the flow, as well as the lighting.
I'm a big fan of high ceilings. Look at the height of the cabinet.
I'm halfway through to the ceiling.
I am 5'8", 5'8", and that cabinet is tall, and the ceiling is tall. So that combined with the window height and the light, I don't think you will find this. They're not common.
I think that's why the owner uses this place as a gym.
As a gym, yes.
An office, because you have very good views.
Yes.
And it's very well lit.
Yes.
Well, all the rooms are well lit.
All the rooms, and no obstruction.
Yeah, no
Yes.
obstruction. But given that this is now away from the kitchen and the first bedroom,
Yes.
there's no noise coming from the family members and all.
No.
So this is a perfect office space for anyone looking for a 3-bedroom,
Yes.
but wants to use one room as an office.
And also the windows are double-glazed. That's why you can't feel the noise, which keeps the room insulated from cold and heat.
Wow.
If you check in between, you'll see it's double-glazed. So it's a double-glazed window, so kind of soundproof. You can feel the way it is quiet.
Wow.
Yeah.
This place is awesome.
It's awesome. I love it. I love it.
This is the shared toilet. Do you want us to look at the floor work and...
Again, one thing about washrooms is you usually have the challenge of mold.
Yeah.
Here you cannot have mold with all the space, all that window.
Yeah, all these...
That's one of the challenges. And the ceilings are low, so I want to tell the viewers, when your washroom ceilings are low and the ventilation is small, you need that suction so that you don't build mold.
Yeah.
But this one you don't. I mean, first of all, the ceiling is high, and your large windows the size of this. This is what some apartments will give you for a bedroom window in some places. So it's a sizable bedroom window that allows ventilation. Okay.
Yeah. Well, the first bedroom essentially. So, again. Good workmanship, good quality.
I wish it could come with this bed. I love the woodwork here.
And I think that, is it convertible to a bedroom or is it just a chair?
I think this is a sofa bed.
Oh, a sofa bed, yeah.
This is a sofa bed, yes.
So everything here is top quality. The house and the furniture in here is good quality. I think, as you mentioned, the window is high. Still a very awesome view of Westlands, Kilimani, extending all the way to Kilimani. And look at the storage space. How much are we getting in modern apartments for the first bedroom?
I don't know, but it's a small space.
Yeah, it's very small.
Yeah.
And the good thing, this bedroom is spacious enough for you to extend storage, as the user here has demonstrated. You still have a lot of space where you can fit your bed and you still can store a lot of goods.
Yes. And I think it's good to be innovative. If you have a small bedroom, you can adopt this idea of a sofa bed, so that sometimes you're using the room for either sitting, lounging, but when you want to sleep, you can just convert it to a sofa bed. So you can see they have all the bookshelves you have your two poof there. There are a few things that have been removed, but then you have your sofa bed. So I think this is a good idea for those who still have a small space. I don't want them to feel bad. Oh, we are showing them such a nice and sensible place that they think they cannot afford. But this is a good idea of what you can put in your house.
How do you think, as we go to the master bedroom, over the years, how do you think price has changed?
So there are cycles. When Kibaki came in 2008, we started going up. The price went up. 2015 reached the peak. In the Kibaki regime, the market started going up around 2007, 2008. This is when we started experiencing a boom in Kenya. And the market rode all the way to 2015. When you got to 2015, we plateaued, but many people didn't experience the plateau, or rather did not notice. How we found out that we plateaued is that we were able to sell any property bought here for a higher price. If anything, when COVID came, the year 2000, the year 2022, no one was able to sell their property at the price they bought. They were selling at a loss. And then we started coming down. Feel like we're still in the valley. It's just taking longer because of this pandemic and all these wars and things that are going on. But that has made the price change. So initially, people bought around 2015, 2012, and 2017, between 2012 and 2017, have not been able to sell at the same price. And I think some of our buyers are now, taste and trends. We can't do so much, not much about it. But if you asked me, the quality of fittings here are more expensive than some of these modern apartments we are seeing. It's just that they seem to be more modern than this. Is still a modern apartment, but more modern than this one. And we think we need to scrutinize and make a calculation. How much has been spent to build such a place? If you asked me, this is more pricey than many of the modern apartments out there. So from the flooring to the height of the ceiling, because it means they've used more material, to the there's this one you can't put a price to unobstructed views in the recent market. So the prices have shifted, and it's normal. It's a trend I've seen in real estate since I've been in the real estate market long enough. It goes back to many years ago to present. Demand and supply has always made products fluctuate in price. But as we watch the prices fluctuate, what we need to keep in mind is what products are going to maintain a good price in the long run. Remember, real estate is a long-term game. It's not a short-term game. So I think that's one important thing our clients need to ask us about the long term. So because there are clients who want I've met clients who want something for short term, real estate for short term. So for them, is they buy, when at a certain point they exit, they sell. So they can sell after 3 or 4 or 5 years. But if you're looking for a long term game, then we can always guide them, because they will find that as well, isn't it, Isaac? Yeah. So that's what I can say. They say the prices right now, we're kind of really in the valley coming up. We're coming up because inflation has affected the cost of construction. So the alternative products, you remember in school, you used to learn about alternative products, how they will affect current product, has affected the price. But since we're in the valley, usually the cycle goes up and down. We are going up. Whether that is because of inflation, we're kind of going up. But there is a concern about the number of units, which I think is something we can talk about another day.
Okay.
Yeah.
So briefly, tell me, what do you think about this room? And again, what can be done to improve the sellability of these modern apartments that are coming up?
Okay. I think such a room feels private because it's tucked away in the farthest corner of the floor. It's private enough to allow you to just have your own space, you have your own walk-in closet, and the bathroom. And at the same time, it feels cozy. So I think to increase the sellability of these new units, one, the master needs to have light, good light. So I know many developers are working hard on that. Yeah. But this one has good light. It is soundproof from the doors to the windows. So that's good. But also the space is, so the masters take so much space and then the other rooms are left suffering of space. This one is not like that. It has not taken too much space, but it allows you enough to just have a place you can have your coffee, enjoy your space. So I think it's good, and your coffee table. So it is sizable. I think that's important when you're building these apartments.
You have more
Maybe
points?
what do you think about it?
I think I agree on what you're saying. The rooms have to be well lit and at least absorb beacon to beacon. And then the density of the units has to be reasonable, especially in areas where expanding the infrastructure, the public infrastructure, such as roads, the sewer line, and water is a challenge. So, yes, all that gives you a perfect real estate investment. Your parting shots, please.
I'll say for just 24.75 million Kenya shillings for an apartment that is 2,250 square feet with a pool area, with a clubhouse, with a kids playground, you have a deal and a half. That's, I would say, it's below the market price for Westlands, because this is Westlands price per square foot is probably 13K going upwards for such a unit, and this is just slightly above 10K, which is a discounted price. I will say for those who like to buy such a unit, you can contact Isaac and I and ask us to show you some of the gems hidden in Westlands.
If you want to reach to me, why don't you call 0703 460 686.
0722 600 844. We'll put the details under the screen and we'll be happy to serve you. We like to work together as a team. We've sold already as a team and we are still forging ahead.
Also, please don't forget to tell us what you think about this video and this particular apartment. Thank you.
Asante.